So, you did everything correctly. Showed up ahead of time. Checked in without issue. Made it through security with your toothpaste still sealed. But just when you think you're good to go, bam, a gate agent tells you, "Sorry, you can't board." This isn't a nightmare. This is flying in 2025. A year where airlines have quietly flipped the rule book without so much as a heads-up email. And the new regulations? They're catching travelers off guard in the worst ways. From sitting the wrong way to booking the wrong way to using your phone to charge in the wrong spot, flyers are being blindsided by rules they didn't even know they had. Some of them are tiny but sneaky. Others, harsh enough to cost you up to hundreds of dollars. And worst of all, airlines are actually enforcing them. Whether you take a flight annually or each weekend, these surprise policies might spoil your journey before it even happens. So buckle up. This is your crash course on the 2025 airline policies nobody told you about. Rule number 1. Flying alone? That'll be extra. Long ago, being alone simply meant more room to spread out and less stress. But in 2025, some airlines figured solo flyers are just a bit too cozy and perhaps a bit too lucrative. Consider Delta, for instance. They snuck in what essentially is a solo traveler surcharge. Same seat, same flight. But book for yourself alone? You might be charged up to $90 extra from what you'd pay if you had a travel companion. No, it's not a couple's discount. It's a solo travel penalty, or as the airline frames it, a business traveler pricing strategy. They say solo flyers don't mind paying more. Okay. But then there's the vacationing non-commuter who simply desires a quiet time off from children, snores, and someone inquiring, "Are we there yet? 42 times prior to takeoff?" Solo travel was once heaven. Now it includes an invoice. And if you think that's small time, just wait until you hear about the airline that can legally remove you from your flight for rising too early. Yep, things get worse. Rule number 2. Jumped up too quick? Buckle up to pay. You know that instant the plane touches down and some guy leaps out of his seat like he's competing in Olympic sprinting? Well, that stunt may now set you back hundreds of dollars, particularly on international flights. No laughing matter. Planning a vacation in Turkey or other such places? You'll want to buckle up tight and keep it that way until you're done. Because now, something as harmless as standing up too soon before the seatbelt sign comes off can slam you with a hefty fine. We're speaking no stretching, no reaching for your bag prematurely, and no aisle sprinting before the plane completes taxiing. Because now, that single gesture doesn't simply make you that obnoxious person, it makes you that fine traveler. And flight attendants, they have to report it. No friendly caution, no second warning, just an official, "Welcome to your new impulse standing fee." So, the next time your flight lands and your legs are crying out for liberty, breathe, that stretch can wait. Or it could cost you more than a cramped seat ever did. Rule number 3. Southwest, the last free baggage holdout, gave in. Southwest Airlines stood firm for more than 5 decades. 2 free checked bags, no fees, no headaches. They were the hip kid in a sea of corporate duplicates. But May 2025, that's done. Southwest now charges $35 for your first checked bag and $45 for the second. Just like that, the lone airline that was distinctive is now officially part of the nickel and dime crew. And it doesn't end there. Your unused flight credits? They have a deadline now. Bump a flight, take too long to rebook, and poof, the credit is gone. Vanished, like your dreams of flexibility. And in 2026, open seating is gone. That is, goodbye to the ABC boarding Olympics. Southwest is introducing reserved seats with surcharges for the good ones, naturally. It's like seeing your beloved indie rock band signed to a major label. Still okay, but the magic? Ephemeral. Rule number 4. 1 minute late equals you're not flying. Imagine this. Your flight is scheduled for 5 p.m. You arrive at 4:16, barely making it, and feeling, "I made it." Think again. According to United Airlines' new check-in rule, which comes into effect on the 3rd of June, 2025. If you're not checked in at least 45 minutes prior to your flight time, you're not late. You're finished. It doesn't matter if you are physically present at the airport. Doesn't matter if boarding is still in progress. If you were late for the digital check-in deadline by a single minute, your boarding pass is shut down. Gate agents? Sorry, can't assist. Supervisors? No way. The system? Tighter than the overhead compartment when boarding group C has completed. Your sole consolation? A snack coupon and a long, bitter walk to the terminal. So, if you have a flight booked, put a reminder on, put 2, perhaps tattoo it on your palm. Because otherwise, your next travel destination could be the food court. And here's a preview of what's to come. Have a portable charger? You may want to rethink where you place it. Because in 2025, even your power bank can get you into trouble. Yep, we're going into that weird space next. Brief pause. If you've picked up one single thing you never knew before, give a like that helps the video get seen by more travelers who sorely need to be told this before their next journey. And, for what it's worth, before we continue more rule-bending insanity, a small favor. If you're enjoying this video, please tap that like button. And while you're here, hit the subscribe button. It's 100% free and supports this channel so we can keep you ahead of airline disarray. Rule number 5. Boarding out of turn. They're watching literally. Do you recall when cutting in line just at boarding made you slightly obnoxious? Well, in 2025, it makes you an interest person. A number of airlines have rolled out facial recognition systems based on AI secretly to police boarding order. You attempt to cut into Group A with a Group D ticket? The gate cameras see you, the system flags you, and boom, you're frozen at the gate like a deer in headlights. Delta's been testing it. United too. And that friendly gate agent? She's now equipped with an iPad that lights up like a Christmas tree when someone cheats. So unless you like a brief moment of humiliation in front of a packed flight, it's best to relax and wait your turn. Your seat's not going to jump up and leave without you. And while we're talking about not going anywhere, wait till you hear why your bag could be the reason you get left behind. But first, rule number 6. Screw up the passport scan. Get a 30-minute delay. You remember those self-service passport booths that leave you feeling like a Bond villain? Well, in 2025, they're less Bond film, more pop test, and not making it can cost you dearly. A single slight movement, a reflection on the screen, or a poor photo match, and suddenly you've been randomly chosen for enhanced screening. Biometric ID verification is tighter than ever before. And yes, the booth is judging you. If your passport photo appears to have been taken in your 2006 emo phase, you're in danger. Even if you're simply aging beautifully, the machine may not agree. We've had cases where individuals were held up 30+ minutes, some even prevented from boarding because the scanner did not recognize their face as matching their ID. Here's your survival tip. Align your face with the guide. Hold very still. Smile softly. And whatever you do, don't disagree with the machine. Because in 2025, kiosk is judge, jury, and boarding pass executioner. Rule number 7. Your bag can betray you. Hard to believe, but you can be good to go to fly passport, boarding pass, the works, and get kicked out anyway due to your bag. We're referring to the tried and true carry-on offenders. The bag that magically increased 3 inches since you loaded it. The one with the odor that's a bit too funky. Or the bag that's absolutely cabin-sized, but resembles a U-Haul more closely. In 2025, airlines are enforcing bag compliance harder than ever. Certain gates now have gate agents weighing carry-ons at the gate. So if you've packed bricks of cheese, glass trinkets, or your whole trip's laundry into that small roller bad news, you might get stopped and told to check it right there. And if you don't comply, you're not getting on that plane. That's right. Your bag might end your trip before it starts. Up next, reason number 8 is a strange one. Because even something as fundamental as plugging your phone in the wrong place on the plane could now land you fined. Yeah, it's crazy. That's coming right after this. Rule number 8. Wearing your closet, still not a travel hack. Come on, some of you are attempting to sneak your closet onto the plane by wearing everything all at once. 3 coats, 5 hoodies, layers piled up like a lasagna. Spoiler, you're not outsmarting the system. You're just toasting yourself in the middle of boarding while looking like you're staging the next ice age. So do yourself and your sweat glands a favor. Pack like a human being, not a survivalist. Because the next rule? It's what you put in that bag, and how even the most harmless gadget can become a boarding pass blocker. Rule number 9. Your power bank could get you grounded. Your little charger buddy, yep, that power bank could be why you get left behind at the gate. In 2025, carriers have taken battery safety seriously, particularly with lithium-ion cells. Certain carriers now have strict watt-hour watch restrictions, and even though your power bank is labeled flight safe, its size alone may ban it from the flight. The actual threat? Packing it in your carry-on luggage. That one error will have your bag flagged, your boarding pass revoked, and you frantically trying while your aircraft departs. If you're the kind of person who carries 5 power banks, 1 for every gadget, calm down. You're not starting a phone repair store at 30,000 feet. 1 suffices. And if your charger is designed like a rubber ducky, a soda can, or anything adorable and bewildering, yeah, just leave it at home. Airport security does not like novelty items. Pro tip, miniaturize. Store it in your carry-on. Make it dull. Your phone and your spot on the plane will be forever grateful. Rule number 10. Your face doesn't match your passport. You're not flying. Welcome to 2025, where your boarding pass isn't the only thing being scanned. Facial recognition is everywhere now, especially at major airport gates. Sounds futuristic, right? Until the AI takes one look at your face and goes, "Access denied." And no, it's not always because you've aged. Sometimes it's as simple as wearing your hair differently, applying too much makeup, adding false lashes, even wearing glasses. One woman reported being flagged twice, once for wearing her hair in a bun and once for simply wearing lashes. Apparently, AI isn't a glam expert. The worst news? There's no disputing the robot. Gate agents routinely can't override it. So when the facial recognition system denies you, you're brought aside, questioned, and yes, even denied boarding altogether. So here's your boarding beauty tip. If your passport photo shouts Monday morning, but your actual face whispers Saturday night in Vegas, perhaps dial it back. At least until after security. 9. Final thoughts. The rules are changing whether you like it or not. Well, there you have it. Just some of the surprise airline rule changes catching travelers off guard in 2025. Some are ridiculous. Some cost you money. And some are downright weird. But let me assure you, I didn't invent any of them. You watched until the end of the video, and that technically makes you smarter than 90% of travelers out there. Want to make it 91%? Watch this next video. Airline Secrets Exposed. The shocking truth about economy class in 2025. It's full of even crazier updates that nobody else is discussing. Until then, sit down, power up responsibly, and maybe forego the lashes that befuddle the robot. Happy flying.